Hi, everyone. Good to see you again. I'm Anne-Marie Green.
And I'm Vladimir Duthier. We begin this morning at the White House, Anne-Marie, where the Trump administration is declaring victory after special counsel Robert Mueller found no collusion between the president or his campaign and Russia. In a letter to Congress yesterday, Attorney General William Barr summarized the special counsel's findings and promised to publicly release as much of the report as possible.
But many congressional Democrats are not satisfied with that. They want to see the full report for themselves, and they're demanding answers as to why Mueller did not definitively determine if he believes the president obstructed justice. Major Garrett is outside the White House, where lawyers there are also waiting to see the report, even though the president has already declared he's been completely exonerated.
In numerous conversations yesterday with lawyers and advisors, President Trump was by turns elated at the no collusion conclusion, but still seething this investigation was launched in the first place. The president and many close to him still regard the special counsel's probe as a nasty political power play, one designed to hamstrung his presidency from the very start. Advisors are urging the president to turn the page and look for ways to work with Congress, even as congressional Democrats signal, based on what they've seen so far, they are neither satisfied nor convinced.
It's time for America to move forward. I don't care what side of the aisle you are,
Republican lawmakers overnight declared case closed on the Russia probe and the president. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy accused Democrats of acting irresponsibly.
History will not support the idea of what they just put America through going for the last 22 months.
North Carolina's Mark Meadows tweeted, "The clock has finally struck midnight on the Russia collusion fantasy." Unburdened of the Russia investigation for the first time, the president returned to the White House late Sunday upbeat.
America is the greatest place on earth.
The special counsel concluded the investigation did not establish that members of the Trump campaign conspired or coordinated with the Russian government in its election interference activities. In a 4-page summary, Attorney General William Barr repeated some variation of that phrase 5 times. The Trump team piled on.
He didn't engage in collusion. I think now that is proven beyond any doubt.
Mueller previously charged 25 Russian nationals with attempting to influence the election. Barr's summary emphasized there was no sign the Trump campaign conspired in those efforts, quote, despite multiple offers from Russian-affiliated individuals. This knocked down the central allegation of Russian collusion that launched the probe.
To be honest, it's a shame that your president has had to go through this before I even got elected. It began.
Mueller also investigated whether the president obstructed justice during the investigation and reached a murky conclusion.
There was no obstruction and none whatsoever. And it was a complete and total exoneration.
In fact, the special counsel said, while this report does not conclude that the president committed a crime, it also does not exonerate him. Mueller left it to Barr and Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein to decide the obstruction question. The 2 White House appointees decided the evidence is not sufficient to establish that the president obstructed justice.
The president has not been exonerated by the special counsel. We will ask the Attorney General to testify before the House Judiciary Committee.
Democrats like Judiciary Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler seized on those uncertainties.
We're going to move forward with our investigations.
The president's legal team has had many different players, but one consistent strategy: cooperate with the special counsel. Now, the president chafed against this strategy many times and even theorized about possibly firing Robert Mueller. He never did. In fact, the White House provided more than 20,000 pages of documents and access to more than 30 White House officials. And when Barr's summary of the special counsel report surfaced yesterday, the president's legal team concluded it and the president had been vindicated. Vlad and Anne-Marie.
All right, Major, thank you.